what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Dean, and I just want to take a few moments to chop it up with you. Ain't gonna take long, but I just want to ask you a question. Have you ever hung around anybody or listened to anybody on YouTube that will sit around and say or use the phrase, "the game has changed"? Have you ever heard anybody say that? And if you have your boys or you have anybody saying that, or you hear people saying that, you should pack your shit up and run as far away as you can from them motherfuckers. Because all they're doing is using that as an excuse to why they can't get women. So let's talk about this thing called a game. Because I don't like necessarily using the word game when it comes to women, but you kind of understand what I'm talking about when I talk about the game. See, what a lot of you guys don't understand is, just because things change, you think they change. No, they always remain the same, especially when it comes to women. You see, guys, since the beginning of the time, before the internet, before PUAs, MetTowels, and all these other motherfuckers out there that sit around and run away from women, since the beginning of time, men have always been men. And what I mean by that is that no man has ever used an excuse when it comes to a woman as to why they're not choosing to get with them. Matter of fact, if you know any type of man, when y'all talk, you always holler at your boy, "Yo, what happened with old girl over there?" "Well, she wasn't down." "All right, cool, fuck it, let's keep on moving." But nowadays, it seems like these guys are like, "Well, what's going on with old girl over there?" "Well, the game has changed. Shit is different, man. You know how them girls are." Nah, it just is what it is. You know what? Because the game never changes and everything. But let's think about something right here. See, the thing that a lot of you guys don't understand is that these women are choosing men. They're just not choosing you. See, what y'all guys got to understand is the game has never changed, because the game has always been about having a standard, having principles, and demanding respect from a woman. How can it change? How can someone even say that? But you know what? Someone can easily say that. Someone can easily say the game has changed when they've never been in the game at all. Because most young men nowadays don't know what it means to have a standard, don't know what it means to have principles or demand respect from a woman. And yet they want to say the game has changed. No, the game has never changed. It's just that you are not changed. You are who you are. And like I said before, just because she treats you bad doesn't mean she's going to treat the next man bad. Because every woman that has an attitude gives a pussy up to some motherfucker out there that has what? That has a standard, principles, and demands respect. So how can the game change if you don't have any of those things? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. I'm not saying that you guys don't have standards, principles, and you don't demand respect. But what you do is when you get around a woman, you don't utilize those weapons that you have if you have those things. That's why and where you have the problem. Because it's not the woman that you got to trip on. You got to look at that motherfucker in the mirror and realize, I don't give a fuck how she treats the next man. She is not going to treat me like that when I have standards, when I have principles, and when I do demand respect. So that's the thing I just want to talk to y'all about real quick and chop it up with y'all. So like I said before, guys, it's very simple and very easy to understand. And the thing is this, guys, once you learn how to learn what a standard's about, having principles and demanding respect, I promise you, things are going to change for you. The game has never changed. Always remember, a man is a man in the summertime, winter, spring, and fall. Always remember, the season change, but the man never does. He stays steadfast. So whenever you hear a guy tell you about the game has changed, run away from that motherfucker, because you know he won't have any standards, principles, and he ain't demanding respect for women. It's easy to make an excuse when it comes to women, but it's hard to get these things. And that's what a man mindset is about, because this was going on way before the internet, computers, fire, and even fucking electricity. Men had standards, principles, and they always demanded respect, not only of their fellow man, but also of women. All right, man, I'm the motherfucking Dean. Like, subscribe, share. I'll let you later, man. Peace.